I got my first job as a data analyst without a degree, and here is how you can too. Do you know that you can get your first job as a data analyst without any background in tech, without any background in IT, without any IT experience? I want to show you how you can too. Just watch this video to the end. Welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can land your first data analyst job without a degree. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how you can get that dream job of yours as a data analyst, which you'll be striving for months, which you'll be striving for years to get without a degree, with just the simple steps. I'm going to show you how you can get that particular dream job. Just watch this video to the end. With these simple steps I'm going to show you in this video, you are going to land your first data analyst job without a degree. You're going to get that particular dream job of yours as a data analyst. But first and foremost, these are the things you need. These are the things you need to know, and it's part of the step. First and foremost, you have to know this. What does company need? What does recruiter need? What are they looking for? What are these organizations looking for? You have to know what they need. You have to know what they want so that you're able to provide to them what they need. What solution, what problem do they have that they need solution to? They are seeking because they are seeking for people that have solution to this particular problem. In other words, why do they need a data analyst? So you have to understand that. Now, understanding this fact, understanding why they need a data analyst will help you to shape your career as a data analyst. It will help you while you are striving to get this job. It will give you a pathway to follow to get this particular dream job of yours. So companies are sitting on tons of data. Companies have tons and tons of data, but they look for people to interpret this data, to give them insights of what this data means, and not many. There are only few people that can interpret this data to company, that can tell them the meaning of this data. What does this data mean to the company? What does it mean concerning their sales? What is it telling the company about the future of the company? What is it telling the company about the present state of the company? And what is it talking to the company about the future of this particular company? So there's a lot, there are a few people out there that can interpret this data to company. So company needs people that can actually give insight to this data. There are a lot of people that can transform this data into building different kind of dashboard, different kind of visual images such as graph, pie chart, bar chart, histogram chart, heat map, and so on and so forth. But those people cannot actually interpret this data set, and they cannot actually provide solution. So to the problem of this company. So companies actually needs people to interpret this data to them and to also provide solution to the problem the company is going through. So therefore, you have to prove to this company that you have these particular skills that they are looking for. If you want to get that dream job of yours as a data analyst, you have to prove to them that you have this ability, you have this creativity, you have this experience to work with this data set and provide solution, to provide insight to this data set, and even business driven solution to this particular, to these companies, to this organization. You have to prove to them that you have all this ability, and you have the skills and, and this ability, even attention to details. That is a lot of people there. They can turn this data set into various visual images, but lack the storytelling ability. They lack the storytelling creativity. They can't tell the story to explain the data to these particular companies. Now, because this of these companies, they sit on those tons of data, they lack the experience, they lack the skills, they lack the training, and they can't start going for the training, but rather they are looking for people that have the skills they can employ, they can pay to do this job for them, to tell them what this data is saying about their company, about their business, the present and the future, about their business. Okay, so you have to prove to this company that you have this particular skills. Now, how can you prove to them that you have this particular skills? First and foremost, you have to create a portfolio, a data portfolio. That is the first step. Now, you have to create a data portfolio and create a data portfolio that you to show to them, to prove to them that you have the skills. And your data portfolio, it has to tell them what problem, what tax is involved in that particular dashboard or you are creating, and what is the solution you prefer to that particular um, business or to be based on that particular data set. So you have to create a data portfolio. And in creating this data portfolio, you have to next thing you have to document the stages that are used in creating this data portfolio. You have to record every stages, every problem you encountered, why any problem, every problem you encountered while creating this particular dashboard. That's the second step. Why the first step is you have to create this data portfolio. In online creating this data portfolio, you have to use different tools for data analysis. That is tools like Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, so SQL, and even DAX analysis. Now, these are skills, these are tools you can learn without having a degree. You can learn these particular skills without having a degree and become a good data analyst. So you have to create your portfolio using those tools in creating your portfolio. So when you create a portfolio, you use those tools, it will prove to the recruiter that you can use those tools. So the second steps is you have to document every step you use in creating this portfolio. You have to document the steps and also every problem you encounter while creating the portfolio. You have to document those particular steps as well. You have to document them as well. Also, the next thing again you need to do in order to make recruiter to land that your first dream job is you have to use an online resources. Yes, you have to use an online resources. Yeah, yeah, there are videos online, there are blogs online, there are various material online, there are community group online, there are linking group online. You have to join all this online group in order to improve your skills in data analytics. So you join all these groups, you make use of all these online resources. You have to get data online. So when you get this data online, you have to extract this data from the source. You have to cleanse the data, and you have to use the data to build different dashboard that tells different stories and provide solution to that particular problem that is being depicted by that particular data set. So this actually proves to the recruiter organization that you have this particular skills. So the first step is to create your portfolio, document every steps you use in creating your portfolio, and the other steps is make use of available resources. And also don't forget at the back of your mind, which is also part of the step, you have to know what company needs. What is the needs of this company, organization, recruiters? Why do they need a data analyst? That is the first steps. That's the first step. You have to know that. When you know that, that's the first step. And the second step is you create a data portfolio. Now, creating this data portfolio, you have to create a data portfolio you have to create a data portfolio in line with what organizations are looking for, in line with their objective. Profile in while you are creating your portfolio should show you show solution to a particular business problem. Your dashboard should actually provide solution to a particular business problem. So that is the second step. Why the third step is to document the stages, record the stages. Then the fourth is to use the online resources. And the last is to publish your dashboard. You have to publish your dashboard, make your dashboard known, publish it. Once you publish your dashboard, then people will get to know that you can make use of this skills. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, my TikTok channel, and my Instagram channel and my Facebook channel. Thank you and see you next time.